Relational operators are the most widely used operators in C language. Not just in C language, but in any other language. If you want to compare two items, then you will be using relational operators, right? So in this video, we'll see what relational operators are and how to use them in a C program, right? So the relational operators are used to compare two values. So since we are comparing two values, this is a binary operator, right? Two values or two operands, this is a binary operator. So in the binary operator, we have an operand 1 which is on the left hand side, and then an operator, and followed by an operand 2 which is on the right hand side. Now let's see what are the relational operators, what are the set of relational operators and their meanings, right? So we have a less than operator, which means we are checking whether the operand 1 is less than the operand 2, right? The less than or equal to operator checks whether the operand 1 is less than or equal to operand 2, right? We have equal to operator, which checks whether the operand 1 is equal to operand 2. We also have not equal to operator, which checks whether the operand 1 is not equal to operand 2. We have greater than operator, which checks whether the operand 1 is greater than operand 2. Similarly, we have greater than or equal to operator, which checks whether operand 1 is greater than or equal to operand 2. So now let's look at some examples to understand these operators, right? We have three expressions here, in which in the first expression we are checking whether the value of x is less than 10. In the second expression, we are checking whether the value of x is greater than or equal to the value of y. In the third expression, we are checking whether the value of x is not equal to the value of expression 2y plus 1, right? Each of these expressions evaluate to either true or false, right? Based on the values of x and y, each of these expressions result in either, it can be either true or false, right? If it is true, if the expression is true, then the value of the expression will be 1. If the expression returns false, then the value of the expression is 0. These type of expressions where we are using relational operators are called conditions, right? Generally, we use these conditions in control statements like if else, while loop, and for loops, right? We'll learn about all these control statements in the later chapters, but for now, for this lecture, we'll use if else control statement to demonstrate this relational operators, right? We'll see that a bit later, but for now we'll understand the meaning of each of these relational operators. So each of these conditions evaluate to either true or false based on the values of x and y, right? So if a condition returns true, the value of that condition or the value of that expression is 1, and if a condition or expression returns false, evaluates to false, the value of that expression or condition is 0, right? So you will understand better when you do a program and when you are using if and else conditions. If and else conditions are control statements like while and for loop, right? You will understand why we are using 1 and 0 while evaluating these conditions, right? This is how C programming is designed to have true and false. 1 represents true and 0 represents false, right? So let's plug in some values for x and y and see how each of these expression evaluates, right? So let's say x is equal to 7 and y is equal to 3, and now the first expression will return true because 7 is less than 10, right? So the value of this expression will be 1. In the second expression, x is greater than or equal to y, which evaluates to true because 7 is greater than or equal to 3, right? In the third expression, if you plug in x and y, it will be 7 not equal to 2 into 3 plus 1, right? So 2 into 3 plus 1 is 7, right? So 7 is not equal to 7. This statement, this condition is false, right? This expression evaluates to false because 7 equal to 7, and then you are saying 7 not equal to 7, right? So this expression is false, so it will result in a value of 0, right? This is how we check the relationship between the operands. So if you see these three examples, the operands can be either constants or variables or even expressions, right? So the operands can be either constant or variable or expression, right, on either side of the operator. Let's look at a simple program to understand the relational operators. As usual, we start the program with the description of the program, which states what exactly the program is doing, right? So we have in comments, we have program to understand the use of relational operators, and then in the next line, we include the standard input output library header file in our program because we are using printf and scanf statements. And then we start the program with our main function, in which we declare two variables which are integers, and we have a message for user to enter values for x and y, right? And in line 7 we read those values from user using scanf. So we have scanf %d within the double quotes, and then we give the address of x and y, right? Address of the variables x and y. And in line 9 we have the condition, if condition, where we are checking whether x is, the value of x is less than the value of y, right? At this point you may not be aware of what if condition is. So for those who are not aware of this if condition, it is a control statement in which we check for a condition, check whether the condition is true or not. If the condition evaluates to true, then we execute all the statements, set of statements in the following block, right? And if the condition evaluates to false, we just skip that whole block which is followed by the if condition, and then we go to the next block, right? So we learn all these if, if else, while, and for loop. All these are control statements. We learn all these in depth while in the next chapters, right? So for now, to have a basic understanding, you just remember that if is a control statement in which we check for a condition, and if the condition evaluates to true, we execute the set of all statements which appear in the if block, right? The if block, the block means which all the statements which are enclosed with this curly braces, right? So the block for this if condition which we have in line 9 is from line 10 to line 12, right? All the statements which appear within these two curly braces will be a single block which will get executed only if the condition evaluates to true, right? So here if x is less than y, it prints, the compiler prints this statement which is in line 11, right? And then it goes to line 13 and it checks whether x is less than or equal to y, right? If x is less than or equal to y, it prints this statement in line 15, and if x is not less than or equal to y, it just skips this line 15 and then it goes to line 17, right? So in line 17 we have a condition to check whether x, the value of x is equal to value of y, right? So if this is true, then this statement which appears in line 19 executes. In the line 21, if x is not equal to y, it prints this statement, which is in line 23. In the same way, we have conditions to check whether x is greater than y and x is greater than or equal to y, right? So this is a simple program to compare two values x and y and see how relational operators work, right? Now let's save this program and then try to compile and execute this. So there are no errors or warnings for this program. Now we can directly run this program using by executing a.out, right? So it prompts the user to enter values for x and y. Let's say the values for x and y are 7 and 3 respectively, right? So it prints 7 is not equal to 3, 7 is greater than 3, and 7 is greater than or equal to 3. It just prints all those statements of which the if condition evaluates to true, right? You can run this program again by just executing a.out. Now you can give a different set of values, like let's say 23 and 100. Now 23 is less than 100, 23 is less than or equal to 100, 23 is not equal to 100. So it displays all the truthful statements, all the statements which we have under if conditions whenever the if condition evaluates to true. Now it is very important to distinguish between the assignment operator and the equal to operator, right? We have learned the assignment operator in which we assign a value which is on the right hand side to a variable which is on the left hand side, right? But when we consider the equal to statement, equal to relational operator, equal to, where we have double equals, it means we are just comparing the left hand side and right hand side. We are not assigning the values of right hand side to left hand side. So you should be careful when you are working on these equal to operators, right? So that is all about the relational operators, and now we'll see logical operators in the next lecture.